Thanks for joining us today on Sheridan County Ag Update. We have with us Ike Sankey, the founder of Cowgirl Cadillacs Horse Sale. Ike, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
You bet. So let's jump in and talk about this. I think a lot of people might remember that this was probably the Bot-Sots sale that has been happening the last few years. And
That's correct. We had the Bot-Sots remount horse sale here, I think 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
The sad thing about it was nobody thought the name was as cool as I did. You know, out-of-town people didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
The locals that know history did.
Mm-hmm.
But we had done a Cowgirl Cadillac sale in Wickenburg, Arizona, now probably 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's all women consigners. So to consign a horse, you have to be a lady trainer, and that's taken off and been really successful. We are so picky about the horses that we will consign that's also part of the reason our sales have been so good, is because we don't take everything that somebody offers. We are picky.
Right. Well, and I think that's important for people to know, that this isn't just the local horse that has been out in the pasture for 6 years that you decide you're going to get rid of and you take it to the sale barn. Like, might have been a great horse, but these are ones that are being worked with and constantly used.
Or maybe he wasn't a great horse, and that's why nothing been done with him for 6 years.
Exactly.
You do not have to worry about that at our sales. We screen them extensively. We beg people to go try the horses ahead of time. Mm-hmm. Not every horse fits everybody. I do not believe there's a bad horse in this sale or that in any of our sales as far as that goes. Mm-hmm. But I do really believe that not every horse fits everybody. And I'll give a speech several times at the sale, please be honest with yourself. Buy a horse you can ride. Don't buy him because you like his color. Don't buy him because he smells good. Well, buy one you can ride and get along with, and be honest with yourself about it.
Well, not everybody's at the level that maybe the horse is at.
That's correct. I mean, they all want a Ferrari, but they can't drive a Volkswagen. So we don't have any trouble selling these horses. We have to work really hard to make sure that we get the right horse to the right person.
Making plans for building a new barn, shop, or commercial building? Don't do any planning without a call to Sheridan's premier post-frame building and homes builder, True Built Builders, online at truebuiltbuilders.com. Well, I know being part of the Wild Rodeo Wranglers, we've had a couple of horses that have come through your sale that actually some of the ladies have carried on in the past. They're very quiet. They're very nice horses. So I commend you for that screening process.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. And the first thing we do is screen our consigners.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't pass the check, I don't care what their horse is.
Mm-hmm.
We won't take them. We screen our consigners first, and we've been successful doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have a consigner that doesn't live up to expectations, they don't come back.
Right.
We won't have them back again. And they burn you once, they'll burn you twice. So,
Mm-hmm.
But everybody could go to our website and check it out. It's cowgirlcadillacs.com. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of extra activities this year. Thursday evening at the Sheridan Inn is an equine evening with Dan James. Dan James is an Australian trainer. You can look him up. He's got credentials out of this world. He's a really nice guy, and he is fun to be around and entertaining. There's limited seating. It's only 50 tickets available.
Okay.
So if you're interested in that, you can find all the information on the website. Mm-hmm. But I know anybody that knows anything about a horse would enjoy it, because Dan is so good at what he does.
Mm-hmm.
That's Thursday evening.
And that's June 15th.
June 15th at 5 o'clock. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is 5 o'clock. I'm right. For a change, I'm right.
Hey.
It's 5 o'clock Thursday evening. But call, go to the website, look it up, call and make your reservations before we run out.
Okay.
I'd hate for anybody to miss it that really wanted to go.
It sounds like an excellent opportunity to get to learn something from somebody else that's very, very good in the horse world.
You'll see things from Dan that you won't see with others.
Mm-hmm.
Then on Friday, our trade show, which was in the exhibit hall at the fairgrounds, it will open at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And, you know, we don't have slicers and dicers. If you want to make a salad, that's probably not the trade show for you to go to. But there's some really neat stuff in there, some quality workmanship.
Very much, I assume, in the Western lifestyle.
Western lifestyle type stuff, yes, ma'am. After that, a fondue steak dinner. That requires reservations as well. Phone number for that is 307-683-6292. And if you've never had a steak fondue, you will enjoy it. I mean, you cook them on a pitchfork, and they're not new pitchforks, but they've never been used as a pitchfork. They've been used as a steak fondue pitchfork.
Oh, well, I was going to say that's a little flavoring. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It is a fun deal. And then Saturday, the purpose for being here is to sell 50-some nice horses. We have 52 horses right now cataloged that will be here, barring any injuries or anything between now and then. That trade show opens at 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday at the fairgrounds in the exhibit hall. At 10 o'clock in the morning, we will have our preview. Each horse will be shown in sale order.
Okay.
We have a giant video board that will have canned videos playing of the horses. That will also be at the social Friday evening with a soft preview, people riding horses around, and you can walk through them and pet them and see them. But a fun night up our Friday. But Saturday morning, the real preview. And you get to see these horses, and you'll see some amazing things now. It's not just like a 4-H horse show. You'll see them do some cool stuff, and you'll see some horses that are extremely broke to ride. And that starts at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Followed by our sale at 3. You will sit in the gold buckle seats unless you buy a VIP ticket. We have a few of those offered.
Okay.
And they're on the dirt in front of the gold buckle seats. And all of the proceeds from that go to a very worthy charity.
Okay.
And this is the first year we've offered that here in Sheridan. We've done it in Wickenburg, and we've done it in South Carolina. But
wow. Okay.
you know, all of the profits from that, all of them, go to this charity, and the charity is to help stop sex trafficking and so on and so forth. And it's put on by the Bucking Horse Breeders Association.
Okay.
Great foundation.
So I kind of went through the website, and I was looking at the horses because, well, I like to look at pretty horses. But I see what has really prompted this. There's quite a few drafts and the Gypsy Varners. Besides your regular quarter horse, what's kind of prompted that as of the last few years?
Well, it's always been that way. What we've always tried to do, our sales. Our goal has been to have a variety of horses from several different disciplines, not all reining horses, not all cutting horses, not all rope horses, a few of everything, everything very quality. And we've been very lucky at getting those horses consigned. And it's just, you know, we put on 3 sales a year. That's 150 horses. I'm betting that I get probably, for this sale, I probably had 100 horses offered to me. In South Carolina, we'll probably have 100, 150 offered.
Wow.
In Arizona, you know, I don't know why, but people like going to Arizona in February. We'll get 300 or 400 horses offered to us.
Oh, I can imagine.
So, you know, we can be extremely picky. But to find 150 horses of this quality annually, you know, it's a full-time job for us. That's what we do now year-round, is screen horses.
Quality Kubota machinery and customer care from the heart. Proudly serving Sheridan and the surrounding areas since 1996. Go online to heartlandkubota.com or stop by Heartland Kubota, 2450 Heartland Drive. So what led you from, for those that don't know your background, I mean, you grew up ranching, and you were a rodeo coach in Powell, and then you had a buck and string, and what led you to want to do these kind of elite horse sales?
Well, I had been, in the horse business my entire life. My dad trained horses and showed horses and traded horses. When we were little bitty kids, we were riding colts. And actually, I had done several sales in the past. We started a sale in Cody, Wyoming that still exists.
Okay.
I should have kept doing it, but I thought I was too busy at the time, and I probably was. And we've done special production sales for other people over the years. I had 5 or 6 super, super nice horses, and I was looking for someplace to go with them. And my wife suggested, well, we should just put on a sale in Sheridan. I thought, well, that's a pretty good idea. How can you be that smart and still be with me? But
Roberta's a smart lady.
Yeah. And the Cowgirl Cadillacs, I would love to take all the credit for it, but I can't. She told my daughter Ryan at her sale in Sheridan the second year, the Botsot sale, she said, we should have an all-women's consignment sale. Nobody bothers Telluride until late that fall. And I thought, my God, that's genius. And I knew the perfect place for it in Rancho de los Caballeros in Wickenburg, Arizona. And so I went and cut the deal with them, and it was a fabulous idea.
You got some pretty smart ladies in your corner.
Yeah, I do. I'm pretty lucky that way. So, but if they go to the cowgirlcadillacs.com website, they will see our logo and artwork, and it's really cool old retro stuff. And every horse has a video and a bio and pictures. The consigners' phone numbers are listed. We would ask you, please call the consigners. There again, be honest with yourself. Tell them what your level of ability is, what you plan on doing with the horse. And, we have faith in our consigners that they will be upfront and honest. They may tell you, no, well, Fred's not for you.
Right.
But, I know my friend Sally's got old Dobbin. He would fit you better. And anybody is more than welcome to call me about any of these horses. I do not own a hair on one of them, and I will tell you the absolute truth. If you have a question about an individual horse that you don't know of, you call me. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it out.
Now, for the previews, the soft preview on Friday and then the preview Saturday morning, Cowboy State Bank, helping farmers, ranchers, and the ag community succeed for over 100 years. If somebody is truly, really interested in a horse, can they ride them at the preview or not?
No.
Okay.
Not on property. We're not allowed to let the general public ride on property.
Okay.
They are more than willing or more than invited to call the consigners, schedule an appointment ahead of time. They can haul the horses off of property. I've got a place out here on Mead Creek. There's all kinds of places to ride a horse. And we can sure get that set up. And we want you to do that because we want you to get the horse that you want.
It's very important to make sure you and the horse fit together.
Exactly.
I heard that for years.
Yeah. So if anybody's unable to be here and is interested in bidding on a horse, you can register on site.
Okay.
Once you get there in person, if you can't be there on the website, you can register to bid on the phone or the internet.
Okay.
I'm old school. I like a phone much better than a computer. You cannot ask that computer questions, but if you're on the phone, you're talking to a live person, and you can stop us right then, get your question answered.
Okay, great. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about with the sale today, Ike?
Go to the website, cowgirlcadillacs.com. Call me personally. My phone number is 406-671-7238. If I don't have service, you leave a message and I'll call you back.
Well, and be sure and get on there and get your reservations for both these dinners because they sound fabulous.
Yeah, they're fun events, and we have to limit them to keep them that fun, but they're limited, and I think anybody would enjoy either one of them. So.
And get to the trade show. It sounds like it'll be fun and some really neat stuff, Western stuff. So
a nice event, June 16th and 17th, Sheridan, Wyoming.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Ike, for joining us today. We appreciate it. And be sure and check out cowgirlcadillacs.com For more podcast news and information, check out SheridanMedia.com.